my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Yes, it can only mean one thing when it's a Wednesday and you tune into your Feel Good Breakfast show. It means it's time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Where you give us a call on 0214309881. And today is actually World Vegan Day. And we've got a very, very special guest here with us for the Culinary Hotline. She is the owner of Raw and Roxy Vegan Cafe that just landed a position in the world's top 5 vegan restaurants. So we're talking all things veganism today. And it's so, so good to welcome you, Beatrice, to our show. How are you this morning?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank
Excellent. And I can't wait to find out and learn a bit more about veganism from you. Firstly, tell us a bit more about the fundamentals. I mean, we understand that veganism is all about not consuming any animal products, right? Any byproducts or anything that involves animals. But in a bit more in depth, what would you say it's all about?
Well, first of all, I'm a raw vegan.
A raw vegan?
I'm a raw vegan.
That's
even crazier
level.
to the next level.
Yeah.
I did it because I was ill. I was in my early 50s. I had cancer, arthritis, menopause, reading glasses. And they were going to give me a long list of medication. And I took a year off and I studied all this and I tried everything. And within a year, now I'm almost 60, I have nothing. So
When you say you have nothing, do you mean that all of those
no
illnesses
glasses,
you were...
arthritis gone, nothing. And I haven't had a day off in 3 years. I work every day in my restaurant. So
That is absolutely amazing.
So it worked for me. It might be bullshit. Can you say bullshit? But,
no, you can't. It's a family show.
But it might be, But it worked for me, and it's absolutely what you said. It is no animal products, but
Yes.
I've taken it to another level. I don't eat anything heated over 40 degrees.
And why that choice?
Because if you take a natural thing like your plants or anything, first of all, nothing in nature grows over 40 degrees.
Okay.
Any plant's natural. And we're made out of the same as the stardust in the universe, as we're made out of cells. And to reproduce cells, we need to eat other fresh cells, which is in a plant. Once you heat up a plant, the hydrogen is gone, the enzyme is gone, a lot of the minerals, vitamins. So once you eat it, you see big animals, you see a big horse, you see a big elephant. Where do they get the protein from? They eat grass.
True. Yeah.
And they're pretty strong.
They are a lot stronger than we are.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's not so much about some people come into my restaurant, they say, give me this or that as a miracle cure, but I usually tell people it's not so much what you do, it's what you stop doing.
Okay.
It's taking things out that are hurting you. Basically, there's 2 things in chemistry. There is base and there's acid.
Okay.
And we are not acid. We're more baseline. Like calcium is base. And when you consume every time you consume something, you eliminate something.
Wow.
And you got 5 eliminating things in your body. You got your kidneys, your skin, your lymph system. You got your lungs, you got your bowel movements. So that's basically what I worked on cleaning out from acid. That's why I had the arthritis. I had like old ladies. I had these hands. I couldn't, I couldn't move my wrists. It was very painful.
I am absolutely fascinated by your story, and I can't wait to hear more about it.
So it's basically taking away. It's not so much adding all kinds of fancy stuff. It's taking away. We all know, what is bad for us. We just push it to the limit. We all push it to. That's human nature. I was smoking for 40 years,
I'll tell you what, we're going to leave it open to our viewers at home to give us a call on 0214309881 and give us those culinary questions. How to eat raw veganism or like a raw vegan.
We can also talk about vegan.
We can talk about that as well. So give us a call. We'll be right back again with the Culinary Hotline. Bring ting, ting, ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling. All right, we're back again in the kitchen with Beatrice Holst. Of course, we're talking about veganism because today is World Vegan Day, and she is the owner of Roxy Raw Vegan Restaurant that has just now become one of the top 5 in the world. And so we're learning a lot of fascinating facts about veganism, how to go about it, why it's so good for you. The one question I wanted to ask is, why do you think the world has taken to it so much? It's become a bit of a popular trend.
Yeah, I do classes in my restaurant at night, and I have a lot of kids that come and sign up. They're 12, 13 years old. There's a whole school in Sea Point here where a lot of the kids have gone vegan because they watch things on the internet.
Yeah.
They watch What the Health, they watch the Cowspiracy, they watch all these, they see what happens to the animals. I went to it because, first of all, I was scared of getting old and I was sick. So now I worry about the animals, but a lot of younger people, I didn't know when I grew up where the meat came from. I grew up in a big city in Copenhagen, so I didn't see, but now they see these things on the internet. They get exposed to information and they see, also you have a drought here in Cape Town. It takes 8,000 liters of water to produce half a kilo of meat. You know, stop eating meat. It could save a lot of water. It could do a lot for the environment. There are many reasons why people do it. So, but I think people are getting educated, especially online. They see on Facebook, Instagram. They see all this information. Especially the kids. A lot of kids come to my place. They drag their parents because they are. They see how the animals. They get turned off by how the animals are treated.
Yeah, it's almost like those roles are now being reversed, where kids are now telling their parents to eat their veggies.
It happens all the time.
So what then happens to things? I mean, that we're told, let's say, growing up and going to school, you're told about calcium and how good that is for your bones. So if you're not drinking milk, then where do you get your calcium from? How do you know where to substitute what?
Well, you know, there's a lot of calcium, there's a lot of protein in everything green, in nuts, in seeds, in olive. There's a lot of, you know, it's in, look at what a horse eats, grass.
Okay.
It's big and strong, you know. It's and people are always, they come in my shop, they go, I'm worried about the protein, but I've got a lot of top boxers, top athletes, and they're all, one of the boxers told me that it used to take him a week to bounce back, and now it takes him a day. I've got a lot of bodybuilders, you know, because they know how they perform much better. When you eat a lot of meat, you get to produce a lot of acid. In your body, you got blood and you got lymph. The blood takes the nutrition around, the lymph takes the garbage, your garbage system. So when you have a lot of acid in your body, that makes your lymph thick, you know, and then people start getting blood thinners, tablets. There is no tablet, there's no operation that can clean out your lymph system, which is your garbage system, which initially goes to your kidneys. The only thing you can do is stop putting crap in your mouth. And also, I see all those cleaning products. Read the labels of everything. If there's all kinds of things in there. I saw a soda pop where they had petroleum in it the other day, you know. Read the labels. At least educate yourself and be aware of, you know, it makes a difference.
I'm gonna ask our viewers at home to give us a call, because I'm sure you have very, very many questions to ask. So that number 0214309881. We'll be back again with Beatrice Holt with the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean
one thing. You tuned in to your Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing on your feel-good breakfast show. We've got Beatrice Holt, owner of Raw and Roxy Vegan Cafe, one of the top 5 vegan cafes in the world. It's recently been voted in, and we're taking all of your questions about veganism, since today is World Vegan Day. So Felicity from Johannesburg is on the line, Beatrice. Good morning, Felicity.
Hi, good morning, Katlego.
So good to have you. Thank you for the call. What is your culinary conundrum?
Okay, I follow a blood type diet, which is O positive, and I'm interested in going vegan. Now, I want to know, is it sort of like, how can I say?
Is it blood type dependent?
Yes, I'm blood type, you know, I follow a blood type diet, and I want to know, with following a vegan diet, is there anything that I need to exclude being O positive? Because basically I have to exclude dairy and wheat from my diet.
All right, so I think summing it up, she wants to know the effect of a vegan diet on her blood type. If she is now obviously going on a blood type specific diet, are there things she should exclude, think about?
No.
Yeah?
I think that was a hype diet from the 80s. I don't think, but if it were, I say that, Patricia, whatever works, works. If that diet works for you, that's what you should do. You know, we're all different, so if that works for you, but you have to consider that you got 2 liquids in your body. You got lymph and you got blood. Your blood takes your nutrition around, your lymph takes the garbage out. If you got a lot of acid in your body, your blood starts getting thicker. And that means, you know, obviously it's not a good thing to have thick blood. So all the vegetables thins out your blood and makes your blood healthy. You can't basically live with acidic blood.
Can I basically ask, so are you saying that, because like you said, we're different, are you saying that the vegan diet would work for somebody, but that it wouldn't necessarily work for someone else?
From all the people, I've had tons of customers in my restaurant I've had at least 30 people came to me dying who are now fine. But we're all different. So I say people should do whatever works for them. If you feel great, I can tell you some stuff where you feel a lot greater, but you know, that's up to you.
Okay, all right.
And also, so you should question it. If you're following a diet, question it. You know,
Yeah.
Google it, research it. Is it for you? Is it who says what? Why are they doing this blood thing? Is there any evidence that works? Does it work for you? But I know that your blood will get less acidic and less thick. You can't live with acidic blood.
Yes.
If you cut out all the acidic forming foods such as sugar, bread, meat, dairy, all that stuff.
Well, thank you very much for the question, Felicity. A big question that we always get during the baking segments is what can you use as a substitute for things like eggs, butter, and honey if you want to be staying away completely from animal products and you want to be vegan? What can you use?
There's different. My recipes are raw vegan, but obviously you can also bake as a vegan. There's something called Aquafaba, which works really well. It's the water from, if you buy a tin of, I would never buy a tin, but you can also cook the chickpeas. The water from the chickpeas, if you blend that, it will be like a meringue.
Okay.
And you can actually make meringues. You can use it to make breads, cheesecakes, whatever. And it's obviously just super healthy and not for a raw vegan.
We did learn a bit about that on our show on Monday.
Yeah,
We do have a last question that came through from Mali, right? The question was this, that if she were to cut meat out of her diet, where does she start? Where does she start? So is it just one of those things where you go cold turkey, so to speak, or do you phase it out while absorbing other...
I think people shouldn't scare themselves.
Yeah.
If you go... I went to cold turkey, but I had a death sentence hanging on my head.
Yeah.
And I was also, I don't know how old she is, I was like over 50. You know, if you're younger, you just want to clean up your lifestyle, don't scare yourself, because also you will have a very strange social life. Now people are going to look at you and, you know, you might incorporate it and just still go out a little bit, you know, whatever feels right for you. But I would say just add a green juice a day.
Okay.
You know, the penguins, they get really far. They take little tiny steps. They
That's
get
true.
across the Antarctic. So take little steps, don't scare yourself, have a green juice, maybe cut out some of the worst stuff. You know, Maya Angelou, she said, if people knew better, they would do better, which is complete nonsense, because everybody knows better. You know better. You know.
I've never ever heard somebody taking on a Maya Angelou quote and saying that is complete nonsense.
Because,
but okay, I think
everybody knows what you're not supposed to eat.
But we are going to come back because I want to taste this. So we'll get underway with making. Oh, I think that's the last that we have, and I'm going to be tasting one of your cupcakes over there.
Shall I cut one?
Thank you so much. Yes, please do. And I'll be visiting your restaurant most definitely to taste some of your best dishes. And that was our Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting for today.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline bling.
It looked like such a fun event indeed, but congratulations to Chef Katlego and his team for winning the morning session at the Sashko Chef's Kitchen event in Johannesburg. But we're also happy to say that Chef Zama's team won in the afternoon session, so in the true sense of everyone was a winner with Sashko.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can actually just call me Katlego. Don't call me Chef Katlego, but it's cool. Beatrice is here with me, and she's just made a beautiful chocolate ganache with some interesting ingredients. What went into the blender there?
Yes, I put it in a blender here, and I put in 3 avos, about 1.5 cup of coconut oil, and 2 cups of raw cacao. And I added, we didn't have any honey, so we did maple syrup, which is also something you can use for instead of white sugar. You could also use raw honey. If you like xylitol, you could use xylitol, stevia. You could use dates. And for this recipe, you can also add mint, or if you like chili or stuff like that, you can add it to your chocolate.
And then you just put it in there
and then you just put it in here, and you put it in the fridge for about an hour. That's also how we make. If you leave the coconut oil out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you just take 4 avos, a cup of water, and the cacao, you freeze it, you have the best chocolate ice cream ever.
Oh, it is so chocolatey.
Yeah, and it's got, it's basically you're eating avocado.
Wow. It's got a great texture to it.
Yeah, well, the texture, it has to be blended a little bit more. We don't want to make so much noise. So you just kind of go like that.
Just like that.
And then you just keep filling it up. It goes in the refrigerator for about an hour, and then it sits like that.
It looks absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us this morning. I think there's still so much more that we can learn. But of course, keep those questions coming on our Facebook page. We'll do another Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Next week.